pick me up.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Yeet.
We're in.
Haha. Very good. I am playing the part of the magnificent Audrey 2, the main villain. I play the voice of the plant, and I think...
And I am the puppeteer for Audrey 2.
Yeah, so we both share the role of the villainous plant in this show.
We are one.
We are one. We are a group. I love for me, the vocal aspects of it. It's been so much fun to just mess around with this really deep voice that I don't have. Obviously, you can kind of tell from me that I have quite a normal voice, but the plant is a lot deeper and it's a lot more bassy and a lot more fun to play with. That's what I've loved the most about it, I think.
I've loved so far just the joy that it brings people seeing me in this costume and seeing the smiles on people's faces when I walk up to them and nuzzle against them and stuff like that. It's just unparalleled to anything else. And on stage, I just love being able to interact with the cast. It's like they're walking past because, of course, they're not meant to know, and being able to sneakily do something to give the audience a vague idea of what's going on. It's just brilliant. I just really enjoy being basically really sneaky. I can't say that I have, because this is very unique, but when I done a little shot before, I did have a chance to have a go on the other puppets that we had, and it was so much fun, and it did really inspire me to do this, because just being able to just have that full range of expression, and it is really nice, because for me, who isn't as much of a talented actor, I have a persona put on me, so it's really nice because once I'm inside, that's it, I am that character. I don't have to worry about what people think of Charlie. That's it, I am Audrey 2 at this point. So then, just talk to people like that, it'll be fine because I'm a lot more comfortable because I'm almost hiding behind this persona. So I've never played anything like this before, but I'm so thankful that I'm able to for this show. I think the biggest problem that I have is just how physically demanding it is, because I am moving all the time. It is so difficult. Hold on, because I'm in here, and so I've got top body movement, but I've also got the jaws as well, and I've got to make sure that I stay all nice and tucked in, so I don't give away that that I'm sat inside here. I know I'm doing a good job currently, but yeah, it's just really physically demanding because I've got to move my legs as well to move to the music. So just the full range of movement is just very tiring. But at least it's a workout, so I don't have to pay for a gym membership.
So, I've never done anything this extensive vocally. I've done a bit of voiceover stuff before, but I've never done stuff that includes singing. So this for me has been really challenging, but also really refreshing, because when you're on stage, there's a lot of things you have to worry about: dancing, keeping in time, making sure you're always constantly expressing something visually. Whereas I can use my vocal abilities now purely just to keep this character of Audrey 2 alive, which is really difficult because vocally it's a lot. It's very deep. It's very hard to sing. It is a struggle, but it's also a really nice relief because I don't have to. It's almost like me and Charlie kind of both share an equal amount of weight for the character. We both share this kind of bond almost, that we kind of both do half the work each. So it's a nice relief for us both, I think, is probably the best way of saying it. I think it has added a little bit to confidence. I mean, obviously, I'm used to performing on stage now anyway, but it has helped with confidence, especially vocally as a singer. It's not really my first strong suit, so singing is it's definitely made me feel a lot more confident in my singing abilities. Well, I've definitely got to say, feed me. The introduction to our character is, I mean, it's obvious choice for me. It's my introduction to the performance, Charlie's introduction of like our like first moment on stage together. It's just an awesome scene.
It's just having that chemistry of like everyone is shocked, like already, like, oh, I didn't expect that, like either voice or the look or it to move, depending how much they know about the show. And just having that overall surprise.
It's a massive shock factor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, something shocks you.
Gets up and starts moving, and then how much energy is carried throughout that song. It's just, it's brilliant. I'm going to be knackered by the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, we're both going to be sweating buckets, but it should look really, really good.
Really looking forward to it.
I mean, it does, yeah, definitely. It looks amazing.
I mean, there's one true answer here, isn't there?
There's,
well, I suppose for you there's a couple.
Well, I, obviously, because I play the Plant's voice, I love all the songs. But Feed Me, or Get It, as it's kind of more well known, is by far the best song in the musical. It's fun for me to perform. It's just an all-round, like, really fun song to just listen to. Like, when we first got told that this was the show that they were putting on this year, I listened to this song on repeat for, like, days. And honestly, just like performing it with Charlie as well, we've just had so much fun just messing around with it. It's been, it's just an amazing song. But all the songs are incredible, but just Feed Me has a special place in my heart, I guess.
Yeah. Well, my favourite song isn't actually in this show, so I don't know if it counts. But Mean Green Mama in the film is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so energetic. It's so brilliant. But I don't think we can count that because, you know, it's not in our show. So I'm going to have to agree with Cam on this one because it's the main thing that I get to do, and to be able to put the energy of the song into my performance and track people around the stage and that sort of stuff, it's just heads above the rest because it's so much fun. Just acting opposite Jacob, who is so talented as well. And him not being fazed by it as well. He gets really up close to it, that sort of stuff, and he's not afraid to interact. And having that whole energy of us two on stage, just you can't beat it. You can already see people watching, like tapping their feet. And
we've had so many positive compliments from it when we rehearsed it as well, just
like,
everything.
And with Cam's like beefy vocals on there as well, it's brilliant. I couldn't ask for a better partner. Jacob, it's just brilliant. Everyone is really good. Just mainly talking about how good everyone else is.
Feed Me is in, you know, our favourite song.
Yeah.
By far.
That's what I was trying to
We could probably rant on about this for like hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me your head. Oh, hang on.
What?
Sorry?
Give you what?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Little Shop of Horrors. This was my first big show that I've been involved with here. And just everyone on board is amazing. Our principal cast, our directing team, everyone in like the behind the scenes team. I mean, like they've made these amazing costumes. Like everything has just gone amazingly. Like it's just been amazing. Like just a really good show to work with everyone and things like that. It's just been awesome. It's no better show that I've had so far.
Well, mine's pretty easy because I've only done one show with the college before this. So this would have to be my favourite, even though I done Chicago last year and I had a main role in that. I feel like this is just taking it to a whole new level. The songs, because Little Shop doesn't have a large like ensemble, and what they've done to incorporate as many people as possible at one time, it's just been outstanding. And like Cam said, the costumes have just been impeccable, honestly. And all the props are down to the T. They're all period correct. Everyone's costumes is looking really good, and we've got some of the most talented young actors and actresses in the whole of the Southwest, if not the country.
And us.
And us. We count. But like the girls that we've got are just unbelievable. They are just next level. So this has just been heads above the rest of any show that I've done before.
Oh,
Because don't you do it?
It's really hard because right, just to clarify, I adore Little Shop of Horrors. It's been an amazing show to perform in, but I have to give it to Hamilton. I know that sounds awful because I'm obviously performing in like, you know, one of the lead characters of the show, but Hamilton is just my all-time favourite musical. It's like hip hop, which I absolutely love, and rap, and this like amazing story that was true, just combined into like a musical. And as much as I love Little Shop and I love being the plant, I'm gonna have to give it to Hamilton because it's just
basic. My favourite, because I'm going to do the cliche here, but I also really like Little Shop of Horrors. I've done this show before in secondary school, and I had very similar roles then. But my favourite of all time will probably have to be Avenue Q, because it just reflects my sort of sense of humour quite a lot. But I've also always really liked the Muppets growing up. They've always been like the pinnacle of humour for me. So I thought that was a really nice blend of almost bringing it into like the adult world rather than like watching Sesame Street when you're 40. I thought it would be quite good to, you know, still carry on that love for that kind of humour, but make it more adult. So I thought it was really clever.
Ooh, that one's a little interesting. I think for me, I've got two. Like straight play wise, without like all the musical stuff behind it, I would absolutely love to play Hamlet. It's like the classic, every actor wants to play Hamlet, but it is honestly just like a magical role for me. Like I've done like some of his monologues for university auditions, and it's honestly been awesome. Musical wise, I'd like to play Aaron Burr from Hamilton, because he's a really cool character. He's just cool, collected, all the things I wish I was. Honestly, it's just amazing, and his songs are gorgeous. It's just amazing.
I think I would have to go for one of the people in Jersey Boys. Either one will do. Probably not Frankie Valli, because I've got too deep a voice. But I've always really liked Jersey Boys. I saw it on tour, and ever since then I fell in love with it, because I really like the Four Seasons anyway. I've always listened to their sort of music, really enjoy it. And to do a whole show based around that, and it's got a really like inspiring story about no matter how much you get beat down, there's always your mates that are backing you up, even if you do end up falling out, because it's all based on a handshake from like 50 years ago. And it's just one of the best plays, and I would love to be able to play one of those boys and feel the connection between that.
I'll take this one first. I have always been really interested in like the performing arts kind of thing. I've done like lots of different things in performing arts. I've done TV and film stuff before. I've done musicals before, obviously Little Shop, and it's just been something I really want to pursue for the rest of my career. I'd like to kind of go into the theatre practitioner kind of background of things, kind of make up my own kind of style of theatre and work kind of closely behind the scenes of what an actor is, if that makes sense. That's kind of my whole shtick.
I got into the whole theatre thing because I've done it from such a young age. In primary school I started, and the first show I did was Pirates of Penzance when I was 12 years old. And ever since then it's sort of just been a regular thing. I normally do like one show a year. And I've never really pursued it as like a future thing. It's always just been a pastime sort of thing, because you always meet really good friends and like-minded people there, so it's always been good fun. So what I would like to do in the future is, this is my final year at college, so I'm hoping to go into the Navy. I've just sent my application off, and I'd like to do weapons engineering, because I thought, why take a gap year when you could spend your working career travelling around the world? And I thought it would open up plenty of opportunities as well, because there's always theatre clubs and that sort of stuff on board. So I think that would be a good way to keep this hobby going, but still do a really good job for myself.